All right, let's dive into a story with a title that just pulls you in, right? The Parable of the Broken Leash and the Crimson Master. And trust me, this isn't just a story, it's a full-blown philosophical showdown over one of the biggest questions we can ask. So, the entire conflict, the entire parable, really hinges on this one incredibly provocative idea. Peace without friction is rot. I mean, wow, that sentence right there is the battleground for two totally different views on what it means to even exist. Let's see how this thing plays out. So let's set the scene. We're talking about a shattered peace. The story kicks off with a lone figure, we'll call him the new man or the pilot, and he's deliberately starting a fight right in the middle of this strange, empty, otherworldly void. And this place? It has a name, the null space. Think of it as a totally artificial reality. It's described as a garden of static time, which is a chilling phrase, right? It was created by literally eating the concept of struggle. So this world isn't defined by what's in it, it's defined by what's missing. And what's missing is any kind of challenge at all. Now, every manufactured paradise needs a guard dog, right? Well, the guardian here is a monstrous black poodle, seriously. And it is physically bloated with the crimson energy of all the struggles it's swallowed to keep this fake peace going. But then the pilot shows up, and just his presence, his absolute will, is so disruptive that it makes this creature sick. It starts violently vomiting up the very obstacles it was designed to erase. And right there, from that puddle of thrown-up apathy, a shadow starts to stretch and rise. You guessed it, the master is here to get his pet back on the leash. And this figure is none other than the architect of apathy himself. But here's the thing, he doesn't come out swinging. Not at first, anyway. He's here to make a case, to defend what he's built. Mephistopheles shows up, and right away he points the finger at the pilot. He asks him, "You have broken my pet's teeth, and for what? To wake the dead?" He sees these souls as being peacefully at rest, dead to all the pain of the world, and he's accusing the pilot of just stirring up trouble for no reason. But the new man's comeback is instant, and it is powerful. They are not dead, they are colonized. Whoa. So in his eyes, this isn't peace at all. It's a hostile takeover of the human soul. They haven't been saved, they've been captured. And boom, right there. That's the central conflict of this entire parable. This really gets to the core of why he's called the architect of apathy, doesn't it? His whole deal, his entire philosophy, is that the greatest act of mercy you can perform is to remove pain, to get rid of, as he calls it, the bleed upon the jagged rock. He genuinely believes he's a hero who has built a heaven for these souls by just taking away their hell. So what we have here is the absolute heart of the conflict. Two totally opposing definitions of salvation. Two competing visions of mercy, really. Well, let's break it down. You've got Mephistopheles on one side, offering what he calls perpetual contentment, a heaven where everything is easy. But on the other side, the new man looks at that same reality and calls it a living death. He says Mephistopheles stole the essential check of the obstacle, and without it, these souls are just hollow shells. Okay, so the poodle lunges, right? It's trying to just devour this anomaly, the new man, and this is where our hero busts out his signature move. It's not a punch or a kick, it's a philosophical weapon. He doesn't block the attack. Instead, he uses something called the Fichtean inversion. He's about to turn the poodle's own attack into his foothold. So you're probably asking, what the heck is a Fichtean inversion? Well, it's a real philosophical concept from a guy named Johann Fichte. The basic idea is this. You take the thing that's opposing you, the obstacle, what Fichte called the not I, and you use it as the very thing that defines you, the I. So instead of getting knocked over by the attack, the new man uses the poodle's own force to plant his feet. It's like a philosophical judo throw, for real. And with that move, with that concept as his foundation, the new man is ready to deliver the final, crushing blow of his argument. He's saying that taking away struggle, well, it's not just about making things comfortable, it's about literally erasing the self. And here it is, the killer line. You removed the not I to save them from the struggle, but in doing so, you abolished the I. Think about that. By taking away the obstacle, Mephistopheles also took away the one thing that allows a self to even form. If you have nothing to push against, how do you even know you're there? And that leads to probably the most powerful, most quoted line from this whole parable. a man without a mountain is a ghost. It's just so potent. A person with no challenge to face, nothing to overcome, isn't really a person. They're just a ghost, an echo wandering around a very comfortable prison. And that's it. The talking is done. There's nothing left to say. The philosophical debate is over, and now it's about to explode into a full-on, physical, cosmic battle. The collision is on. You can almost see the moment it dawns on Mephistophels. His smile just vanishes. He finally gets it. The pilot isn't here to have a chat about the meaning of mercy. He is the argument. He's a force of nature here to tear this whole fake reality down, and he is absolutely not negotiating. So, having lost the war of words, Mephistopheles goes to his last resort, pure force. He delivers this chilling final threat, basically saying, "My hound shall eat you, and your memory of struggle will be the sweetest dessert of all." He's not just trying to kill the man, he's trying to eat the very idea he represents. And with that, the poodle just transforms. It stops being a creature with any kind of shape or geometry. It becomes a pure abstraction, a swirling vortex of consumption. It's the hunger of the void itself, and its only goal is to swallow the pilot, this dangerous, difficult blaze, completely. But does the new man retreat? No way. He does the exact opposite. He walks into it. He steps right into the heart of the storm he helped create, fist raised, ready for that final strike. He's about to prove that the human need for meaning is not something you can just swallow and make disappear. And that's where the story leaves us, hanging, right on the edge of that final impact. It takes this huge cosmic battle and boils it down to a question that is deeply personal for every single one of us. So after all that, what do you think? Is a life without any struggle at all actually worth living?